The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to like it, give it a share. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel and following me on any and all of the social media I have linked down below. That way, if there's a band, song, video, something you'd like me to check out and talk about, you can hit me up with a DM or you can leave it in the comments below. If you are going to hit me with a DM, please no spamming. If you are going to hit me in the comments below, join the I Concur Army and become a CONCURPA. It's easier than my sister. All you have to do is give the comments a cursory glance. If you see that your suggestion has already been made, all you have to do is like that original comment and below reply with I Concur. Then you are an official CONCURPA. And I love you guys. I see I Concur popping up everywhere. We are working on some merchandise. It is in the works. I've already sent out logos. We've talked about design ideas. The wheels are turning, so keep an eye out for that. Also, if you'd like to become an official CONCURPA, there is a link to become a Patreon member down below. No obligation. It doesn't change whose videos I pick to do reactions to. It really has no effect. You're just helping the channel grow. New equipment, stuff like that. Everything goes right back into making this show and content better for you. Before we get started in today's video, thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and, of course, Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Today's video is coming from an original CONCURPA. Granddaughter's artwork is right there behind and next to the Perfect Circle autograph in the Nightwish card. So yes, an original CONCURPA. Rich and his family have been supporting this channel since its inception. And today we are checking out, I thought I had done a video on this already. I had not. So in one of our live streams, he had asked, I thought I had, but luckily you guys are awesome. Somebody did some checking. I had not done a reaction to this track. From Human Nature, we are going back onto the Nightwish train, and today we are checking out the song Pan. It's Nightwish on the Wyldeside. Let's check it out. Mike Oldfield. Stupid. All right, man, that's just ridiculous. The word of the day is syncopation. That's the word. That's the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Syncopation. Nightwish with Pan, the spry little creature luring you into your doom with the little flute songs. Wow, what an incredible piece. Give me a second here, man. There's so much to take away from that track right there. That is Pan from the Human Nature album, Nightwish, as suggested by Rich. I wrote Known, Unknown, and that song is an incredible display of what you know Nightwish to be and what you've never heard them do before. Like, that's what you're hearing in this track. It's ridiculous, the level of talent that goes into a 4.5-minute track from these guys. It's cheat code. It's absolute cheat code. First and foremost, I don't know if there's a live version out there, but that would be a monster live track. No one but Floor is doing those vocals. No one but Floor is doing that vocal right there. That vocal, those lyrics, and the way that they're written, and the way that Tuomas has put this song together. Again, the word is syncopation. And it's not just syncopation, it's syncopation at Nightwish level. So it's almost like what they're doing in this song, and I haven't even gotten to the tones yet. What Tuomas does in this track is flex. This is a massive flex. This is a massive flex. So it starts with that Mike Oldfield, that tubular bells, that impending tone that he is so good at creating. That's the known, right? So he's creating and he's establishing right from the beginning, this is Nightwish. This is my signature, right? This progressive symphonic metal. This is what we do. And we do it better than anyone else. So he's creating this mood, but then right away it goes into that syncopation with the almost, it's similar, I'm not saying it is, I'm saying it's similar in the way that you have to sing reggae. You have to, it's like Shakespearean. You have to know the meter, and you have to be comfortable with the meter. That's how technical, that's how involved Tuomas can be with his compositions. And these are compositions. This isn't a song. This isn't a song, man. This is a composition because of how he's structuring things. So, God, it's so incredibly, I don't know if people are getting it. It's, again, that's why I call it a flex, because it's this, we're going to juggle 3 flaming kittens in this hand, but then over on this hand, we're going to juggle 2 running chainsaws. Right? That's what you're hearing here. You're hearing this really complicated, intricate lyrical syncopation with the keyboards and the vocals. So the vocals and the keys are creating this syncopation with each other. Meanwhile, around it is this utter chaos of tone that's being created by Marco on bass and Empu, I'll get to him in a second, and Kai on those drums. They're creating this normally created with your bass and your drums. It's including that guitar now. So the guitar is, Empu's guitar becomes the shifting change through the song instead of a vocal change or a drum fill or a roll or something like that. It now relies on Empu to thread the syncopation and harmony between the vocals and the keys and the foundational tone and heartbeat that's being created by the bass and the drum. Empu is the one that's threading that through because he shifts tones in this track. And again, to have someone like that on your side, on your team, almost said, in your band, again, it's a flex. It's not just look what Tuomas creates in his brain. And again, I'll get to the lyrics and how bizarrely connectable they are. All right. So he's able to say, I have this idea in my head. And then he says it. And Empu goes, I got you. And creates these multi-tonal exchanges throughout the track. So in this one point, it's this really heavy, traditional, throbbing, animalistic, pulsating, gritty tone, this dirty chord exchange that's happening right there. This, you feel like bashing your head into something. And then the next time he changes and goes into his other tone, it becomes this more ethereal, progressive throwback to the 70s Emerson, Lake and Palmer Journey on a fretboard kind of a sound, but still heavy and impactful and harmonizing with these other two elements, the flaming kittens and the chainsaw. Now I got chainsaw kittens in my head. Now you do too. So he's able to thread those two together simply by being able to change the tones that he creates on that guitar. And the bass player and the drummer, and again, I say Marco, but I'm afraid I'm not right. I'm afraid I'm incorrect because I saw it pop up. So now I think I have it wrong. But what impresses me about the exchange between Marco and Kai is that they're almost straddling those two lines, aren't they? They're straddling we're working with Empu to create these exchanges and these fills and these tempos underneath, but now we also need to play double Dutch with the syncopation going on with the keys and the vocals. Now, when I said no one but Floor can do those vocals, the reason I say that is because she understands better than anybody where Tuomas is trying to go. Because this is more than just there's lyrics on a page. And I think I saw an interview where she said the first question asked was, where do I breathe? Where do I breathe in this song? And that's why I'm saying if that's live, the work that you would vocally have to put into that to make it sound that perfect, only Floor Jensen can do. Because not only is she of that caliber, but she also understands where Tuomas is trying to go with this. So she has a better understanding of the creation itself. It's not just lyrics on the page to her. She's on the same page with Tuomas. And when Tuomas writes his lyrics, again, I wrote down unique idea made universal. I say this a lot about Tuomas, how good he is about taking something that is incredibly unique from his perspective, from the mind of Tuomas, and creating this piece that allows you to, in your own way, join him on his journey through this musical exploration. So it's incredible the way he's able to take, when you hear the phrase something the wicked this way comes, you understand not only what that is, you not only understand where that's from or whether it's a Stephen King book or whatever, you understand its place in the world. You also understand the context attempting to be created with it. Does that make sense? So he's smart enough to not insult you with his music. He's not, Dennis Miller used to host Monday Night Football, and it was early in the days of the internet, and they had a website where you could go and figure out what the references were, because Dennis Miller would just drop these really super obscure references that when you're following along, if you don't get, you stop following. So you don't get it. So no matter how Tuomas sculpts his pieces, the way he uses his lyrics are not only impactful musically, that syncopation that's happening with her vocals and the keys, but he understands lyrically how to keep you following along, like the white dot on the screen, right? He understands that. He understands. That's what makes him so brilliant, is that he understands how to create music. We don't understand how to listen to it yet. So we're still figuring out how to absorb these wonderful tones and changes that are happening within this one piece that he creates. That was one singular idea in his head. Yet, when you hear it, there's something about it that draws you in. There's something in the lyrics that connect to you. There's something in the tone that connects to you. And you feel unique in your connection. And that's what makes Nightwish so special. Nightwish so special. That was tough. And that's what makes Tuomas and Empu and all of them so brilliant in their field, is that they understand how to connect through their instrument, through their creativity. They know how to connect with you. And after 20 plus years, that might be one of the most demonstratively incredible pieces of this is how good we can be. I know it may not make sense. I hope I'm saying that right. It's not an arrogant flex. It's a test of themselves. That's what this is. That's what Tuomas is doing here. He's pushing himself. He's pushing his band. He's pushing the limits of his creativity and talent. And that's the point they reach. It's not fair, man. It's just not fair. It's an incredible level of talent and skill and creativity that I hope generations in the future understand how important it was in the arid, destitute desert of modern music that's being pushed through the industry. I believe that music will live far beyond anything that's being cranked out today because it's so perfectly crafted. It's so perfectly universal. It's just absolutely incredible, man. So again, thank you very much, Rich, for that suggestion. Pan from the Nightwish album, Human Nature. If you have a suggestion for me, keep them coming. All you have to do is hit me up with the DM on social media or leave it in the comments below. Join the I Concur Army. It's real easy. Just drop an I Concur somewhere, and you will automatically be a member of the I Concur Army. And if you want to be an official CONCURPA, all you have to do is hit that Patreon link down below. We are live streaming twice a week, Wednesdays 11 a.m., Saturdays 2 p.m. The gathering of the CONCURPAs happens for 2 hours of fun and frivolity from the east side of Music City, USA. Wednesdays 11 a.m., Saturdays 2 p.m. for the Wyldeside Live. Again, thank you very much for your suggestions. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this is The Wyldeside.